My name's Steve Shaw. I'm from Precor, and I'm Precor's Preva specialist for Europe, Middle East and Africa. I'm just going to talk to you today about how you as operators could increase revenue, drive member loyalty, so improve member loyalty, and do all of that by leveraging new technologies. I just want to give you a little bit of background information firstly about Precor and our business. We're part of AMA Sports, which is a global €2 billion sporting goods organisation. We have other brands in our portfolio such as Sunto, Salomon, Wilson and so on. Okay, so the things that we're going to cover today are on the screen. So firstly, trends in technology and how they might apply to the fitness industry. We're going to look at exercises and their behaviours. We're going to look at what I call the journey from distraction to engagement. And then we're going to look at specifically Preva Network Fitness, how you can use Preva to increase retention and drive revenue. And lastly, we're going to look at Preva Business Suite, which is our online asset management system. So firstly, developments in technology, how technology has evolved and how that influences our industry. We've seen how technology has evolved over the years from stereos, where guys held stereos on their shoulder and their music blared out. I even saw on the technology news this week that Google are developing some eyeglasses. Some of you are nodding, you've seen this, where you can view the internet straight from your glasses, take pictures and videos as you're going about your everyday life. And at the bottom there you can see how we at Precor have evolved from a company who first of all developed consumer rowing machines. We don't even do a rowing machine anymore. And how we've developed through inventing the elliptical fitness cross trainer in 1995 through to personal entertainment and then the adaptive motion trainer and Preva. This next slide is just an example of how trends have changed in technology. The yellow line illustrates sales of feature phones and the green line illustrates sales of smartphones. This is in North America, but you can see that in 2011 smartphones took over from feature phones as far as sales were concerned. And Nokia is an example of a company who didn't recognise that change quick enough. And again, I saw this week that Nokia are launching another new phone to try and claw back that market share that they've lost in the smartphone market. And it shows how quickly technology can change. So it's important for us to learn from that. And we've already seen, I think there's something like 11,000 health and fitness related apps on iTunes. So we know that there's a thirst for technology, and we know that there's a thirst for technology and fitness. So what I would ask you and challenge you today really is how you're using technology in your business. How are you going to leverage technology to make sure that you don't get left behind? And for us as a manufacturer of fitness equipment, it's important for us to understand how that technology is relevant to the fitness experience. Although I don't come from an IT background, I come from a fitness background. I was at a technology show in London about 2 weeks ago. And something that struck me was everybody in technology and IT, they're also talking about engagement as well, in exactly the same way as we are. It's important to be able to personalize the experience and then engage the experience. So let's talk a little bit more specifically about Precor and Preva. The first one, which we've talked about, is our capacitive touchscreen, which rivals the best there is in personal electronics. The second is fitness is foremost. And fitness is foremost drives everything about our design experience. Because what's important to understand is that we're delivering a fitness experience. We're not delivering an experience on a mobile phone or a laptop or an iPad. We're delivering a fitness experience. And the last one is that we have a console platform that grows more powerful the longer you own it. And we're already seeing how the clubs that we have that are networked, the experience for their members is getting better and better over time as we upload new features. When you buy Precore and when you buy Preva, all of Preva Network Fitness Solutions and future developments are included within the price. So this is some points about where we are, where our status is as far as Precore and Network Fitness is concerned. The first point is that we've sold over 27,000 touchscreen consoles globally. And for you as an operator or a buyer, you can be confident that you're buying a product that's tried and tested in the market. We've networked over 600 clubs and over 11,000 units globally. We've captured over 30 million workouts, and that's growing every minute at a rate of about 70 workouts per minute. And we've successfully upgraded 30,000 machines and all the experience that goes with that. So, how can you use Preva and Network Fitness in your clubs? One thing that we've designed to engage the member is what we call personal accounts. You can access your personal accounts both on the console and on our Preva mobile app. And it's important for you as operators and us as an industry to understand that people don't just exercise in the club. We should support them throughout their fitness experience and their fitness journey, whether it be inside the club or outside. So we encourage exercisers to set very simple weekly goals that are achievable, and then allowing the exerciser to track towards those goals and gain rewards and recognition. And this is an example of some data that we captured from one of our global key accounts very recently. So this is a real example based on a club in Germany. So based on their membership price of 89 euros, if 1,500 of their nearly 2,000 members created a Preva goal and stayed for an additional 7 months, the impact on the business financially would be an increase in revenue of 934,000 euros, simply by engaging your members and encouraging them to be more loyal. So that increases your revenues, and it also reduces the need for you to have to continually join new members, thus reducing your cost of acquisition. So let's move on to member communication. And the second communication that we've recently launched is what we call workout messages. So these are high impact messages within the workout that you can schedule and target. You can see how the message comes up at the bottom of the screen at the beginning of the workout. And you as an operator customize this message so it can be whatever you wish. And you have, first of all, a title and then the main body of the message. As you can see, you can also add a picture to the message, and then you have the option to hit OK or learn more. If the exerciser is interested in the message and they want to learn more, they can just hit learn more and it will route them to a web page that you have created. So you customize the message and it can help you promote anything you wish within your club. It could be personal training, or it could be secondary revenue. It could just be simply educating your members with some workout tips, or it could be advertising. If you have a corporate partner who you advertise with or who advertises with you, you can increase advertising revenue by allowing that partner to be able to put messages straight onto the console. Okay? So it could help you to increase referral business, drive secondary revenue, or also drive advertising revenue. So the next thing I just want to touch on is delivering internet access. Now, we are very aware that the traditional way that people access the internet via a laptop isn't appropriate to fitness. So the traditional way is that you decide what you want to see, you go out to the internet and you pull that content towards you, which takes time. And as I said before, we're focused on delivering internet in a way that's appropriate to the fitness experience. So we decide to push content, relevant internet content, towards the exerciser. We do this through news feeds, and it continually pushes. And as you can see, we deliver those feeds in an easily accessible way to the exerciser, simply by one touch onto the tiles, which takes you into the content. So this is standard internet content. However, you can also create your own content and deliver that to the exerciser as well. So this is a screenshot of what we call our predavanje panel, and where it says Newsflash, that section there would be the name of your club. And what you can do is create content such as group exercise timetables to promote those exercise classes, and it could also be news about some upcoming events in the club. And again, you can deliver anything to the console you wish that fits in with those user behaviors. So people might want to learn, so you might want to give them tips on exercise. Okay? You might have a link to Facebook page. You might also have any news or upcoming events or advertising. So predavanje delivers appropriate internet content via news feeds, allows you to create your own custom content, drive secondary revenue through things like personal training, drive advertising revenue, educate members, and also entertain members. We've learned already that short content on demand via YouTube is very, very popular because it's high quality, on demand, easy to access content. And we will continue to develop that content on demand. Okay, so lastly we're going to look at predavanje Business Suite. predavanje Business Suite is our online asset management system, which allows you to track your club and your assets from wherever you are. So if I was the owner and operator of a club in London, I could log on to my system today, view the predavanje Business Suite sites, and see what's happening in my club. So you can monitor your equipment real time, and you can analyze equipment usage. So the first example of how we can do that is what we call the dashboard. In the middle, it will show you a list of your equipment and the status. So it can show you if any of your equipment has lost its internet connection. You can see whether any machines are out of order, and you can even see if there are any machines that your users, your exercisers, are avoiding. So any machines that have very low usage. And I can't emphasize how important this is now if you're looking to go into this world of networked fitness. You can also run usage reports at your club. You can customize those reports. So the first one we have is looking at the daily equipment usage. The second one is the cumulative use. So this gives you information on the hours of use, also the number of workouts that your exercises are doing. And the way that this could be used by you as operators is you can see the machines that are getting the maximum usage and those that are not being used so much. You would then be able to look at those machines, and over time you could swap their locations so that you even out the usage. This over time would allow you to be able to extend the life of your equipment for longer than you traditionally would have. And the last table is the use by the times of day. This would allow you to be able to target people who may want to join your club and use the club at times when your usage is low. It could also allow you to staff your club appropriately at certain times of the day. Okay? So that's really everything from me. Hopefully you will have thought about networked fitness. One thing's for sure, that technology and networked fitness is here to stay. So I would challenge you to think very seriously about how you will utilize and leverage technology in your business. Before you go, we do have a networked predavanje console on the stand. So I would encourage you all now to come with us to the stand. We can show you the console and even create accounts for you. If anybody has any questions? Anybody? No? Thank you.